Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. Quick recap of last episode. We stumbled into a Minotaur nest where they can't fit in or out of the room, but apparently they're grown there from birth. And anyone stupid enough to step in is at a huge disadvantage. But they weren't expecting Moradin's mighty monkey to be summoned on them. And the tide turned our way, thanks to a little help from Friendly Ape. So, party will continue from there.
Tim making the mighty magical Moradin ape.
What about him?
It wasn't just help from the ape, it was help from the maker of the ape.
That's true. And actually thinking about it, I know we're all sitting there, because we all went into this kind of like low resource fight, and then we all spent a little more than we expected, but I actually don't think that bad, right? You're down a 4, 3, and a 1, and a blade song, Steve, am I right? Okay. I think Dolphin's down just a 1 and a 2.
I'm down 2 2s and a 1.
Oh, right, you failed the hold.
Spiritual weapon and the failed hold.
The biggest loss here is actually Thaddeus' HP. We got to figure out a way to get that back up. So we could.
How many hit dice do we have?
I'm at full hit dice right now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
must be nice.
and that's
You're not at full
conversation.
hit point, are you, Thaddeus? You should only recover half from a long rest. Half hit dice.
Yeah, but I hadn't used more than half of my hit dice, so I'm back up to full hit dice.
Okay. So probably we could get away with either a short rest and some hit dice, or maybe blow some divine juice here, or possibly even one of Dolphin's AoE heals.
Yeah, I could do an AoE heal.
I think that's is that last. Well, first we have to solve the monkey problem, right?
Yeah. You can't just drop that. It's not concentration. You can't end it when you want.
Nope.
All right, so we're gonna wait and have our rest anyways. Then.
And I can't. Can I rest when I'm in ape form?
Probably.
I believe you were just resting as an ape a moment ago.
Do you wanna delouse me?
Yes, he grabs you with his one hand, picks you up, and begins plucking at you. It's amazing.
That's. I find that very restful. I do.
What a gentle giant. Gentle giant is a dwarf as well.
So you're taking a short rest, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I guess, can we see down the stairs to our southwest? Where Thaddeus is looking?
Well, there's no use in me casting any type of mass healing because he's still an ape.
Right, you can do it at the end of the short rest.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Or maybe
I'm
not
only
at
kidding.
all.
It's not that much. It's just 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
No. You're prayer of healing.
Oh, for prayer of healing, that's yeah, that's my last 2 spot. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we don't have to use that. I mean, I have hit dice.
I wouldn't use it yet.
Yeah,
Ooh.
okay. Use it then.
So there's a blood altar to our southwest and a giant gong we want to ring to our northwest.
So the stonework in this chamber is noticeably different from the natural caverns nearby. The room was roughly hewn from the surrounding rock, but never dressed or finished. In the middle of the floor is a strange symbol shaped like overlapping circles cut into the stone with 2-inch wide channels.
So
Can I, like, in character, out of character, this is like a crossroads between the cults, it seems like. In character, can Tim investigation roll and work that out and start to get some meaning out of what's going on?
Sure.
So tell me again, what? Can you read that about the symbol, please?
Okay. In the middle of the floor is a strange symbol shaped like overlapping circles cut into the stone with 2-inch wide channels.
Overlapping circles. All right.
I think there's a visual depiction down by 17 as well.
What is the goal with that roll, Steve? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to put together?
Like,
He's trying to transfer knowledge from Steve to Tim.
can Tim work out that this is where the fire cult is coming into this crossroads, perhaps, or...
Sure. From the way you can see that you could deduce that these creatures are, of fire and are breathing fire, and a lot of the stuff that you encountered earlier sort of indicates that this would be their area.
So I want to ring the gong.
This is during
okay.
short rest.
Yeah, we're doing a short rest. I'm not ringing it. No, I'm not doing it ahead of the end of a short rest. I'm waiting for the resolution of short rest.
No, you've
Is
had a
that
short
how
rest.
you wake us up at the end of the short rest?
So the end
Are
of the
we
short.
not planning to use healing stuff?
I think Dolphin wanted to hold his level 2 slot for now. He could upcast
I
it.
can
suppose.
definitely use it. I also don't mind. I can save it and even upcast it later if we want to.
Hold it for now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably roll some hit
Die.
dice.
I guess we gotta see for that because so you're out of ape form right now, Thaddeus, right? Because it's been an hour.
Well, Thaddeus is the one that's probably more hurt than any of us, so I'd really leave it to him.
So I guess we do this for 2 hours. We wait for his ape and then we rest for an hour. I don't really know how we need to do that, or whatever it is.
I assume that I'm resting whether I'm an ape or not, right?
Sure, but
Yeah,
So
and
it's an
they
hour.
could still have a short rest, so we'll just say that you do that.
okay.
So the only real thing that Thaddeus used there was hit points, I guess, right? So
He blew some spell slots. I think he blew a level 1 and a level 2 spell slot. Right, there was a smite and a, but yeah.
he doesn't get his back anyway, right? So,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I burned a shield of faith and
I need to make. Oh,
so
it's
we'll
not a
say
roll.
like in the middle, like for the first half of the rest, he's an ape, and then in the middle of it, you see him as the ape is asleep, slowly shifts back into Thaddeus's form.
Okay. Do we notice the difference?
Well,
Is
if
that
anyone-
like while the louse is being like getting closer to his mouth?
No, this is while he's like asleep. Well, he
Mid
might still be
mid bite,
still be-
mid crunch. Nom, nom, nom. Nice. Okay.
You know,
so I have
Can I roll Constitution to save to stop from throwing up? Let me see.
I have
I gag. There you go.
6 out of 75 hit points. So I'm rolling hit dice probably.
Yeah.
Or I can use. Yeah, it looks like everybody's rolling hit dice. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, these Minotaurs took a chunk out of you, didn't they? Those are just on crits too. You're avoiding every other attack except their crits, I think. By and large.
All right, so that's 3 hit dice gone.
So I have 0 hit dice right now.
So
For
what it's
context
like-
on like where the party is.
Okay.
Okay.
in terms of like apart from Thaddeus just sleeping as an ape, what else is the party doing in this short rest? Is anyone like going?
Yeah, I'll look around the room.
Is anyone going into the room 17, for example, to investigate that, or look at the room, or what
No,
else
I
are you doing?
No, I'm just investigating this room. I also want to investigate the gong, but I don't want to touch it. I just want to look around at it.
Okay. I think there's a thing here about. Where are we? No, that's a different place. Okay, so the gong is in 15. Yeah, just there's a small brass gong and a striking hammer that's like on a little, little tray underneath it.
Well, the last time we struck one of these gongs, someone brought us treasures almost beyond our comprehension and almost beyond our carrying capacity. So,
I'll cast Detect Magic during this short rest, so while we're looking around at the stuff, if there is anything magical, I should be able to see it.
Okay,
My dagger's also gone at this
where
point.
do you go after you've done that?
I'll just follow Chakolth around. We just want to check out these rooms, I assume.
yeah, maybe not 17 yet. You want to go into 17? Maybe we do that at the end of the
I
rest?
guess I'll have Detect Magic up at the end of the rest too.
Yeah,
So that's
okay.
fine. We can go in at the end.
Thaddeus, are you going to spend... You did hit dice. Are you spending any magical healing? I think you should top yourself up.
I spent 20 of my lay on hands, and I've got 3 hit dice left. I figured I
Okay.
should.
Yeah, I think that's a decent combination. Are you at full health now?
No, I'm still 20 short of full health.
I think we should get you up to full health.
I can use Cure Wounds on him.
It's
It's a level 1 spell slot.
Pretty inefficient, right?
too,
Yeah,
too,
it's not
too
wild
small to
damage.
matter, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
What do you have left for magical juice? Like your Moradin's lay on hand stuff.
Oh, 15?
I would tap, and you're missing 20 health.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a potion instead?
I don't know. Those I can lay on hands mid combat.
You can potion mid combat too, right? So, I guess you use your lay on hands all but 1 point of that maybe right now. Is it a long or a short to bring him back? Long, right?
Long. So I'll use 10 more. That leaves me 5. That puts me at 68. So I'm 7 short.
So what do you investigate when you get to the pit, Chakolth? What is it you're doing? Like you look at the
pit
gong.
or the gong?
Well, both. Like that area.
Okay,
that,
sure. I'm just looking for any sort of inscriptions, any languages of any sort, any stuff that looks out of the ordinary for a rock face. So I see the gong, and I don't know. You described this pit as being deep and like red glow from it, but not much else. Do I see like scratch marks on the walls or
like
around?
Fumes coming up. It's very hot.
Okay.
You want to roll perception?
Sure.
So looking down
just
past
feel
the disc
Tim
and
looking
looking up, you can't really see much from that. But on the actual stone disc itself, you think you can maybe see like some scratches on the surface, like kind of about here.
I'd also like to roll perception out there.
So are you going out there with them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think there's gonna be a fire-breathing dragon that comes out if we ring this gong.
I have a meta guess, but Thaddeus isn't smart enough to actually have an in-game guess.
Well,
But I can tell you how it probably works.
how's that?
Am I allowed to say, since
Well, you're
it's
just speculating, right?
yeah? It's that's a floating disc. Is that true, Adam?
Yep.
That's the way you summon it to your level. There's some way to use it as an elevator, and if it is at some other level, that's the way you call it to your level to use it. It's got to be. That's the elevator call button.
Well, the last elevator call button summoned a dragon. Maybe he's the call attendant?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do we have any cultists that we could put on top of the floating disc?
Yeah. They're already spoken for in like 3 other ways to die.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have enough to go around for every gong.
Do we have any more lab rats?
Yeah.
So, as part of my short rest, or as it concludes, I'd like to sit here and gaze down into 17 and pray, and also use my divine ape. I'm opening my ape character. That's not what I need.
Your divine
Okay.
shit throw.
You throw a rock at the symbol.
So, as a group kind of splits, Thaddeus goes over to here and begins praying. Chakolth and Dolphin come up to kind of, look around and use these perception checks. And Tim comes up to the side, kind of chanting this detect magic ritual. And he comes up alongside Chakolth and sort of snaps his fingers and goes, "Hey there."
To me? Is he looking at me when he's snapping his fingers?
He's kind of looking almost past you.
Tim is.
You want to tell me something? What's going on here, buddy?
He goes, "You doing okay?"
I'm having a conversation with someone else.
All right. Well, I'll wait and let Tim carry the conversation. This seems like a brilliant idea. Sure. Go ahead, Tim. Let us know. Who are you talking to, Tim?
When I noticed that Chakolth is acting like this is totally not out of the ordinary, I also assume that this is not out of the ordinary.
Your herald's looking very golden and knightly these days.
And he's behind me?
Not sure that he's doing so great. Seems to be.
Behind me.
So, does it look similar to his herald, Adam? Like
So
the color of the light, what I've seen before when I've detected magic? That was my interpretation.
Yeah, so over the other episodes we discussed it sort of fading, right? And it being quite less bright, as it were. It seems to be kind of slightly better than it was. I guess the glow coming off of him. It's the same kind of glow and color that you recognize.
Oh, he probably found another path to catch back up. That's good. Do I feel any of this? This is just happening, and Tim gets to experience my patron.
Are you looking around or doing anything? What do you do when he's telling you this information?
I initially look around because I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
So you don't see what he sees.
Right, and then I turn back and like, as I said, who are you talking to, Tim? He's like, I'm talking to, I'm having a conversation without you. So I'm like, clearly Tim. I mean, I know what I do. I'll walk over to Tim, and I'll put my hands in his mouth and pull out his tongue and look to see if there's any wall residue on it.
Roll investigation.
What's the
sleight of
strength
hand with-
modifier for my jaw? If I try to grapple his hand.
It's the same as the rest of your body.
He's got sleight of hand with his magical invisible gloves.
That's right. That's what, rather than force it open, I'll try to catch his tongue.
Feel like? Do his
Are you
fingers
actually doing
feel
that?
like?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you
He's
feel the
wearing
gloves on the finger?
I'm worried he's licking the wall again. I want to catch him before he goes off the cliff.
Are you gonna oppose him?
He's
grabbing
got a
the
real
head?
problem. We gotta.
Wait, I can see his gloves when I have detect magic on, can't I?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so you can see the
Guys, Chakolth's wearing gloves.
As soon as he says that, I run over to him and I put my hands in front of my eyes and I say, "What do you see, Tim? What do you see?"
Do I see any?
He's had
See,
gloves
like,
on the whole time.
a green aura surrounding Chakolth's hands, where they look like they would be. They're like gloves of magic essence, essentially, that are wrapped around his hands.
Can I catch his tongue as he
What
says
about
that?
on? What about
Yeah.
on
Do I
Dolphidius?
have any? Do I have any gloves on? I hold my hands up in front of him, shouting, demanding to know if I have gloves.
Do you? He doesn't have any, right?
I
you don't see
shouldn't.
any.
No.
I have to ask you. You're the DM.
I don't.
Well, I don't know what
think so. I
magic
never
I
equipped
have for
any,
him.
but I'm asking in universe. I'm concerned and paranoid that I'm wearing gloves that I can't see or feel.
Are you actually wearing just normal adventure? Let's see. Sean.
Yeah, I'm just wearing normal adventure. My character doesn't know that though. My character.
Oh, I see.
My character's concerned that
You
he's
see
wearing these gloves that he.
Dolphin's just normal gloves on.
Can I catch Tim's tongue?
16. How do I oppose that roll?
Well, he's going to grapple you, so it wouldn't be sleight of hand. It'd be...
I'm not trying to hold it for length. I just want to grab it for a quick second, see if I can see any wall residue on it.
That'd be perception then.
Perception?
Not you. Him. Perception. to
Oh, I
if
see.
you-
I see.
You. And he does.
Fuck.
You see this hand lashing towards maybe your mouth or your face.
Yeah.
Chakolth as he steps towards you.
I open my mouth wider and then I just like suck on his fingers when he. My mouth.
Which hand
there
did you
any
get?
wall
Did
residue
you get
on
my
it?
Did you get my wiping hand or my shaking hand?
I don't know. Which were you using? Which did you?
Roll
Which
perception.
did you think to grab my tongue with, Chakolth?
The wiping hand. No. No. I'm definitely right-handed, so I would have gone with a quicker hand. So, all right. So you're sucking on my right finger, and yeah, I am confused, and I'll assume he's
Bit awkward.
bit awkward indeed. What a fantastic interaction this has been, Tim. And I'm gonna pull my finger out, and then I'm gonna try to clean it.
With what?
The only thing you ever use to clean in this universe, prestidigitation, or
Sure.
whatever the fuck it's
That's
called.
fine. You can do-
Prestidigitation. Yep. I will remove all traces of saliva off that, and then I will collect the remnants and search it to see if I can see any wall fragments in there.
Okay.
The room's magical, by the way. And I see a magical aura going up and down the walls.
I think the elevator's a good guess. Let's ring the gong. See what happens.
Do you go into room 17 with the
Yeah.
magic still running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Before he does, I'm sitting here contemplating it and trying to make a religion roll.
Go ahead.
So I'm praying to Moradin and asking for his guidance, and I'm also using Divine Sense, my my Paladin spell, because not smite, you dirty bastard. Divine Sense, my Paladin ability.
Smite seems more in character.
Right, I'm going to run in there and pound the shit out of that. Yeah, so I'm going to use that in conjunction with some prayer and a religion roll to figure out what that symbol is and what what all this means to me.
I love that
Okay.
half the party detects me all the time, and I never talk to my patron.
You never actively try to.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like,
But I'm not even aware of it. Like, it has no... I never feel it. I don't feel anything. I'm just told from time to time that Tim and... Anyways.
and you could use, like, this is a perfect instance where you could have tried to use Tim to talk to it, and I'm not going to tell you what to do, but...
Yeah, that seems like... Okay. So what is that?
So you don't see it as consecrated or desecrated. So I see divine sense as you kind of walk up to a place and you kind of survey it and like almost engage this innate ability, and maybe your eyes change and you see or you get a sense through that. And you do that first of all, and then you sort of kneel down into prayer. You get these strange malefic visions running through your mind of like demons being pulled up through this circle, and there are maybe 3 or 4 strange creatures that you may recognize as drow, and there are multiple demons coming out of this place, and then that image just like fades from your mind.
Wow. So it is used in conjunction with fiends and demonic worship.
So as you're sort of rising up, and like Thaddeus is realizing this, Tim comes walking in behind, and using the power of magical deduction essentially gets the same information that this is something that could have been used to summon demons. However, they are very old now, and they're damaged to the point of uselessness. And when we say old, I mean like hundreds to thousands, not like last week.
Okay.
But this is like a complex, the size of the circle is quite complex. It would have taken time to set this up, and it's obviously persisted for many years until the point where it's not working anymore.
All right. Well, there's more passages and corridors. Or we could go interview the cultists, or we could ring this bell. This gong.
Let's head back to the cultists, but let's clear stuff out on the way.
Well, there's to the west through this demonic pit, or there's south of us down the
Yeah, south down the
the
corridor.
rail line.
Yeah, let's clear that a little bit, that fog. I wouldn't mind doing the gong. The worst case scenario, nothing happens, right? We ring the gong, nothing happens.
But that means we're headed into the fire cult, likely.
Well, you're presuming things are going to move when we ring it?
Yeah.
No, nothing's going to happen because the disc is already at this level.
Wouldn't we like to like confirm
the
that
call.
hypothesis though? I mean, nothing happens when we ring the
Have
gong.
do I know in wizarding of any way to set up an elevator like this? Does that make any sense to me?
You want to roll Arcana?
Yeah.
Or history or investigation? Any of these would give you some kind of insight into that. Yeah, you know that's absolutely plausible. They would usually use either some kind of physical device, which, as Thaddeus is talking about, like a gong, that could reasonably do that. You also know usually they work with command words or phrases.
But I mean,
We have a cultist to interrogate.
yeah, although it's a little terrifying. If they need a magical elevator because it's so deep, how many fucking levels are there to this?
Does it go up as well?
Yes.
Because we're fairly deep in the ground right now.
Yep, he goes up. and
We're
down.
like an hour or two of climbing stairs deep in the ground. So
Yeah, okay. They're just lazy, you're saying. I can buy that.
Yeah.
All right, what do we see down this corridor then?
Okay. You round the corner. Oh, hang on. There we go. You round the corner into another barrier of black, thick smoke.
So, has there anything happened with the smoke that determines that it's evil? Like, have we done anything in the entire
No,
dungeon?
you've essentially just avoided it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we've just avoided it the entire time.
Yeah.
Have we
tried to
tried
go in
flying
through
any
the-
owls through it recently?
Well, we got the cultists to throw through it, I think.
we can go west from the mushroom room. That seems to be the only path that's not blocked off by smoke.
Yeah, let's do that next. Okay. We'll backtrack to the mushroom room.
We don't want to.
The mush room?
Is that the only one that isn't?
Yeah, I think so. Everything else is blocked
get
off
it-
by black fog.
Yeah.
It's a lot of backtracking if we want to go anywhere that isn't black fog.
Well, but I think what we can do is we have explored both sides of the black fog by the cultists. We could just throw them through the fog to the other side where we're standing on both sides, and then see what happens to them.
So, just as a clarification, is 5 filled with kind of black fog?
No.
5
Yeah.
is a low, thin mist that's sort of clinging to the floor, and the walls are glistening with moisture.
All right.
I think that glowing sphere has something to do with all these black clouds, and I think it's probably not good for us. It's my expectation. But all right, we're going back to 9, I guess.
All right, I want to move you there.
Sure.
All right. So you're looking at this western corridor, where you see thick black smoke.
Fucking smoke every time. Well, this is a good time to go talk to the cultists. We could ask them about the fog first, and then we can tell
Yeah,
them
we can
through it.
interrogate them.
Yeah, I want to know about the orb, the fog, what the hell's going on in this dungeon. I guess we got a lot of chatting. What else? We should.
Where's your yeah? What's the elevator? There's a few things.
Elevator call phrase. Yeah. Okay.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
We could ask about fathers. Yep.
Have you ever been deloused by a giant ape before? It's an incredible feeling. I've been thinking about it all day. I just can't wait for more.
Moradin. Yeah. Okay. Anything else we want to know about them? So.
Who's gonna do the interrogating? Is it like a group thing, or are we gonna?
Well, we can talk about it as we go. I mean, you guys seem a little limited in what you're willing to do. You seem to be concerned about these cultists, like.
Or are these
Okay.
the fire cultists?
We have
Sorry,
2
Karen.
fire cultists and 1 like commoner.
The
Everyone roll
commoner
perception
who I- the
as,
commoner
as
who
you're
I am
walking
trained.
back to the place you're going.
I don't think we ought to go through the orb room in order to get there. Why don't we go past the water instead?
Yeah. Good
Sure.
Okay. So that doesn't matter then.
Oh, but
Awkward.
now I want to.
You're changing the direction.
No. He changed the direction after you asked us to roll perception. So I rolled perception. We were walking that way. What did we see?
Well,
we
Kevin's
got
the only one that's not pulled it.
no.
Kevin-
I was saying that as we got to number 4, I make the suggestion. Hey, wait a minute. We're going back
then
through.
Kevin-
Okay. Well, then we do roll perception for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that when we got to that spot, I realized we were going through the orb room, so I suggested we turn around. I will roll perception.
All right, and you guys head back. And don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. So we head back. Entire time thinking I wish I had an elevator. And
And then when you go past the stairs, can you roll perception again?
yep.
Yeah. We're walking in like marching order. I'm moving my token, but I'm expecting that Kevin's ahead of me and Filthy's right behind and stuff.
Roll
Perception. again?
perception again.
8.
So as you guys kind of round the corner, you can see steps and tracks leading like this.
Down or up?
Down.
Down.
And
Uh-oh.
toward the cultists.
Any coming
So
back?
these seem like fresh tracks. essentially.
Not coming back. No.
Can we discern the fact that they're not our own tracks? Like it seems like
Yep.
they're tracks. Okay, so they're tracks that came in after us.
Yep.
Well, I think that somebody with survival should follow those.
I think it's going to be very easy to follow them.
Yeah.
All right. So
If you ever
we're going to
cast-
keep
Sorry,
Is
go on.
11 enough to get me going this way?
heading toward
Yep.
5.
All right.
So they seem to go in, circle up around, and then go out there.
Are the cultists
All-
still alive?
Everyone in this room is now. So the guy, was it the guy on the left? Did you heal him, Kevin, or did you just let him down? I can't remember.
It wasn't
No,
Kevin,
that
it was
was me.
Dolphin.
I unchained him.
Oh,
And
it's
I
Dolphin.
also left like a little prestidigitation drawing that told him to lead like a little arrow out of the room and go up the
Right.
stairs.
So you guys can see another set of tracks that are running almost this way. And then the other two cultists seem to have been. I don't know. Someone wants to make like a medicine roll or a heal check. They seem to have been burned by something.
Are they dead?
Yeah.
No, we were going to kill them.
I think they've died of natural causes while we were gone.
So Chakolth says that. And everyone can see that they've definitely been burned by something, whether magical fire or real fire.
Definitely not fire. That's all I know.
I think he's right. It looks like scurvy, maybe.
I think it's the wrath of Moradin.
I'm
Dolphidius, you
just
can
listening
tell.
to them all talk as they're doing this, and I'm very quietly pacing back and forth in front of the two bodies, sometimes kneeling down and investigating different parts of it while kind of just slightly looking off to the
Do you
distance.
have a limp and a cane?
I do, except I don't actually appear to have any sort of cane or any sort of stabilization device, so I'm just kind of shuffling along oddly as I investigate.
In his mind palace, as he's there investigating, he does indeed walk with a limp and a
Yeah.
cane.
Yeah.
No.
So you can see like all the damage that have been done to their body, and actually on the wall there's like black char marks, and it looks like fire has just been basically washed over them from top to bottom while they were still chained. So there's like an imprint kind of on the back of the wall where the fire has hit the wall and not the body, and you can see that they've just been sort of like roasted alive as they were chained to the wall.
And I turn to the rest of the group and I say, no, you're all wrong. It was fire.
Some sick bastards came in here and cast a fireball and burnt him up. That's wrong.
That's terrible. Okay, so unfortunately, the cultists
think
as source of
the-
information are gone.
I think the irony of burning up a fire cultist is pretty high.
Well, that might be why they're here in the first place, right? They might have been rebellious fire cultists or something of that ilk, and then this is their punishment. This is the burning pit.
Right. And then the steps go onward to the north.
Yep.
Some more black smoke.
Let's just go through the black smoke. Hold your breath.
Thaddeus first.
Don't let
Yeah.
mucous membranes touch it.
Who's feeling constitutional today?
Don't let mucous membranes touch it.
Yep.
Thaddeus is feeling.
Close your eyes.
constitutional.
Close your mouth. Don't inhale sharply. As you
Pucker
go
over
through it.
When
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
cast
pretty airtight.
Clench a little.
I'm gonna cast guidance on
Oh,
whoever is going through it.
whoever's attempting to clench.
If there's an ability check, if there's not, then I'm not gonna bother.
Okay.
I'll still cast it on him anyways.
So where are you going through?
We're just going through this to the north, I think. We're
Wow.
heading on to search.
You're resigned to this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Normally you put up a fuss like, "Hey, why are you guys throwing me in front of the bus?" Today it's just like, bus again. So
It's this or turn me into a damn monkey. So I'm right. I'll
No, I
go-
can't do that. I can't do that again until we long rest. You're on your own this time.
all right. Do we have no other plans? You want to stick a stick through first? Do we have we could catch a mouse? And let
No,
it go?
I hear Chakolth ask this, and I kind of eye my bag full of rocks, and I just say, no, I don't have anything.
Don't the footprints go straight through this?
Yeah.
Do you want to
but-
roll deception, Dolphin?
Sure. I'm gonna change guidance to cast on myself. Now, let me see. Deception. Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay. You feel like Dolphin might have something?
I don't bring it up.
One of the rocks actually drops out of my back.
Yeah, right.
As
you say it. Yeah.
I pick the rock up and hand it to him, but I don't say anything about the idea. Like if he's got his secrets and his things, that's okay.
I'm really embarrassed.
We could go after the guy who got away, right? One guy.
Yeah,
ran
and
back
drag
upstairs.
him down here and put him into the black smoke.
Wait, he
No,
was
ask him what was going on.
There's
a
also some,
legit prisoner.
there's some children like a couple levels up too, right?
Yeah.
No, those.
We can go back to the town, grab some of those folks.
Canaries in the coal mines.
Give them water walk and make them drag the boat back up here too.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, Barbarian, you've really come around. You fit right in.
I've learned a lot from you guys.
That's pretty funny. All right, I'm gonna stick one arm in, see if anything happens.
I'm guessing.
You plunge your arm into this, and it's almost like it feels watery as you hit it, and then as you get about an inch in, it's very oily and it's ice cold to the touch, and you can start to feel like a strange feeling on your arm, but it's nothing too bad. Almost like as if it's like, you know, like when you get like tingling hairs.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit like that.
It's a
All
cold
right,
shower.
I'm gonna pull my hands back out and give it a good once over. Make sure like somebody help me
Yeah,
count
you
fingers.
can feel the heat starts coming back into it, and the strange tingling sensation is sort of going away.
Still the right number of fingers.
Yep. All
Right.
three of them.
Right.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna like to make a sleight of hand check. I want to see if I can attach a rope to Thaddeus without him noticing.
Okay.
That's me rolling perception, hey?
Yeah. Nope.
All right, perfect. It's not trying to restrain him. It's just in case he gets in there and like falls over like unconscious. I want to be able to pull him out, but I don't want to scare him that he's like potentially in that risk.
So I didn't notice?
No.
Okay.
And I'm just
So-
feeding it out as you're going in.
Dolphin, you can see him doing this.
Yeah. By the way, you do have guidance, so if you ever need that, you get 1d4. You can add to anything, any ability check.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna put my hand up against the right hand wall and walk through it and use the hand on the wall to guide me so I don't get lost in the fog for
As he does that, I turn and make eye contact to Dolphin, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dibs on the plate.
A dark curtain of cold, oily, slick texture washes over you and your face, and kind of it seeps into all the gaps in between your armor and like gets in between all the different parts of your body, and you suddenly feel like as if you're in like some kind of horrible winter, and it's so cold against you. It's like it almost feels like frostbite, but it's not quite there, and you can feel your body sort of begin to convulse slightly as you're trying to fight back being sick, and you pass through to the other side.
How'd it feel? Good?
Can you hear anything?
So you can't
can I-
hear anything at all from the other side.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna.
yell the same thing
I-
louder.
I turn around and look back.
You probably
Do I
see the rope. Yeah.
at my feet.
You see a rope is attached
Waist.
right around his waist.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna gently tug on it.
I'm gonna start reeling in the
In your mind, it wasn't there when you walked in, and now
Yeah.
it is.
Right, I'm gonna start reeling in this rope and find out what I've managed to
How-
rescue from the darkness.
How
Please use guidance on this.
Are you like super tugging it, or is it like a gentle like what's this?
Oh,
fishing?
I'm reeling it in like it's like
Guys,
there's a tuna-
guys, something's got
there's a tuna
Thaddeus,
on the
help!
end.
Make a strength check.
Which one of us?
You and him.
Well,
When you get to
I'm
roll.
yelling. I'm like, guys, something's got Thaddeus. We need to get him out of there. Oh fuck!
We,
roll-
we
you
are
roll-
imbeciles. We really
Roll a
are.
d4 as well if you want, Kevin.
Oh, absolutely.
It's only for ability checks. It's only for ability checks.
That's what this
So
is.
I don't think it fits
Ability.
with strength.
Oh, I
The
see.
strength and ability check?
Oh, you're right. Okay. So it doesn't matter anyway because with Thaddeus' full.
I'm gonna
Yeah, it's.
run to Chakolth's aid
Okay.
I'm
with my
gonna
3
say-
strengths.
So Thaddeus basically in one swoop just pulls Thaddeus entirely through the barrier, and Tim sees it happening and is like, "Oh no!" and dives forward He grabs onto Chakolth. It's like, yeah, I've got him, and he just goes, just pulls straight out of his hand.
Thaddeus, no! No!
The same thing happens to you, Chakolth. That cold wave hits you. It doesn't seem to affect you as badly because you're already used to sort of being quite cold, but you still get
Really?
that kind of chilling effect.
I'm not braced for it at all. I'm like mouth open
Well,
as I'm yelling as I get
it's
jerked
like-
off my feet
Sure.
through the wind.
Yeah, but it's not your main concern. Your main concern is, oh shit, I'm being pulled off my feet. And you go flying through, land straight into Thaddeus. Thaddeus, you fall back with a Chakolth on top of you.
Great.
He pirouettes forward in a forward roll and stands.
And hands raised with Eldritch Blast, like ready to go.
Right.
Oh, it's Thaddeus, you're okay.
Dolphin and Tim, you both see your friends get pulled into this black abyss and just disappear, and you hear nothing. You kind of hear like Chakolth like, ah!
Did Tim not get a hold of the rope and also get pulled in?
No.
I immediately charge through the mist and I draw my sword.
Okay.
Hairbrain.
You make a acrobatics roll. So the same thing happens to you. You get that super cold chill, and you sort of, it's like a slick oil washing over your face. And as you come out the other side, you almost trip over Thaddeus, who's on the floor, and then just sort of, twirl around and end up next to Chakolth. Dolphin, you are left alone on the other side of the barrier.
I know, this is the last we
Really
see of him.
Quiet.
So I yell again. How was it though, guys? Good.
No one would think even slightly poorly of you if you went up the stairs and just went to town. Like,
Yeah, no. At this,
been a good
so I kind of eye it. I go up against it and I put my hand through it and I feel that it's just cold to the touch. I hate that feeling. So I decide to walk around and meet him on the other side.
Okay, so while Dolphin is doing that,
Hold on, he just went through the orb room.
He just went through the orb room.
Oh yeah, no. I choose to go through the orb room. Fair.
okay, sure.
Is he dead?
I would rather go through the orb room.
Do you do anything in the room as you go through?
He dies.
That's fine then.
Yeah.
He dies. Did you do anything on your way through? Yes, I die.
So it's about maybe a minute or 30 seconds. So Thaddeus, you're still. So we'll say before Dolphin arrives. What do you three need to do?
Yes, we do, because we think Dolphin's there. We go back through
Yeah.
to find him, of course. So I think
Right.
all three of us would step through
So
back to get
About
Dolphin.
10 seconds pass. So all three of you come bumping through. About 10 seconds pass. There's no sound and there's no Dolphin. What do you?
They've got him!
should we? Whoa! There were tracks. There are fleeing tracks leading up the stairs at 6. We need to track him.
Yeah, that's probably... Who was tracking before? You were tracking before? Alright, let me make a survival check here. Yeah, I definitely see tracks. And they're definitely leading out of this room. I think...
So where are you? Have you gone back through now?
Yeah. Because
All three of you?
we didn't... Yeah, we were looking for Dolphin.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know that I would go through. I don't. I'm now...
Fine. All right. Fine. We were waiting for Dolphin. Killing the
you
joy.
can go back through.
Killing the
you
joy.
can go back through.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it's legitimate. If a party member doesn't come through and you go back through and they're not there,
Yeah.
I'd be very concerned.
No, it's all right. We
For
wait.
now, I'm standing on this part of the wall until you guys decide. Like, in game, right now, I'm basically walking back around.
All right. I'll poke my head
I'm
through
in the
and be like,
process.
I'll poke my head through. It's cold and kind of nasty, but it's fine. You wanna come through?
No, I'm walking the floor.
You wanna go around? All right.
I'm going
We'll see you on the other
So
side.
you
What's the
faintly
death orb?
Hear that. You faintly hear that as you're walking out of the room, and then you walk around. And like a minute passes, you guys meet up.
All right. So cold and nasty. Maybe it's a fire door.
Ooh.
It's gonna be 2 seconds. I'm gonna answer the door.
All right.
Actually, it's a good time to cut for our final part. So we'll cut the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.